Back in 2001, HBO, also known as Home Box Office, revolutionized reality TV along with another certain TV show called Survivor, created a in-depth look at an NFL training camp. This will be forever known as Hard Knocks. Training camp with the and then insert your favorite team. Throughout the 22, 23 years of Hard Knocks, they are unfortunately running out of teams. And this begs the question, is Hard Knocks dead? That is the question me and a lot of our diehard football fans want to know in today's episode of the Die Hard Football Podcast. What's going on, everybody? Christopher Mabry here, and welcome to a brand new episode. Yes, a few days ago, we were given the 4 teams remaining in the quest to be part of the 2023 training camp edition of Hard Knocks on HBO. Those teams are the Washington Commanders, the New Orleans Saints, the Chicago Bears, and the New York Jets. Those are your 4 teams. Now, why are there 4 teams? Well, many believe that they are running out of teams, and I kind of agree with them too. For many years, Hard Knocks has some strict criteria. And I want to know before I get started with that and go through the possibilities of team selection, I want to know which Hard Knocks season was your favorite, and do you like any of the in-season Hard Knocks, because they've just been doing that the last 2 seasons. So regarding the criteria, at least for Hard Knocks, the training camp edition, um, here's what it says, courtesy of CBS Sports. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Hard Knocks formula, a team doesn't have to be in the show if any of the 3 rules below applies to them. They have a first-year head coach in place. Well, that eliminates 7 teams right there, I believe. They have a playoff berth in the past 2 seasons. That eliminates a lot of teams. And they have appeared on Hard Knocks for the past 10 years. And that eliminates a whole bunch of other teams. So, that is why Chicago, Washington, the Saints, and the Jets are all on the options list, the final cut list for Hard Knocks. And I think there's going to be only one true contender in this race, and it's all thanks to one person. But we'll get to that here in just a second. Let's go through the options, shall we? You have the New York Jets. Well, you just signed Aaron Rodgers, who's probably, at this point, he was the best player in the NFC. Now you went to a conference to where he's the second or third best quarterback in the AFC. I would say third best quarterback in the American Football Conference. And go ahead in the comments section. You can roast me all you want on that. I don't really care. Here's why. You got Patrick Mahomes, who is probably the best quarterback in the NFL. And then second in command would have to be Josh Allen. And then you move up to number 3 in Aaron Rodgers, and maybe you put Joe Burrow at number 4, or you switch those two. But he's probably in the top 4 quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers is. But I digress. You sign Aaron Rodgers. You have a stable coach in Robert Saleh. I think you could take the New York Jets, Hard Knocks, into a stratosphere. Um, to a whole new level. And who knows? If it doesn't work out, you could go to a darkness retreat. I don't know. Next, you have the Chicago Bears. Now, the Bears have been an up and down team for a long time. I believe they have a stable enough quarterback um, to maybe take them to the playoffs. We'll just have to see about that. Washington Commanders, there's a bunch of, I wouldn't say scandals, but just a whole bunch of situation going on with their owner and potential name change after the name change happened. In New Orleans with the Saints, you don't have Drew Brees. Sean Payton is in Denver trying to restore the frying pan of Russell Wilson. See what I did there? He likes to cook, so I said frying pan. Trying to restore Russell Wilson. Sean Payton is in Denver, Colorado, with the Broncos, and then let's see, Jets, Saints, Bears. Who else? I can't remember who But anyway, it has to be the Jets. You signed Aaron Rodgers to a big contract, a big blockbuster move. Why not be him? I think it has to be that choice. What do you guys think in the comments? I would like to hear your thoughts. And do you think it is dying? Are fans just not impressed with Hard Knocks anymore? I don't know. It's a good concept. I like the idea of seeing what goes on in a training camp, and maybe it's not dead. I think they're just running out of teams, and maybe they need to change their criteria just a little bit. But with that, hope you guys have a great rest of your week. If you like any of the videos here on the Die Hard Football Podcast, please do so in the NFL playoff playlist and any other videos you may like here on the channel. And I'll be back next time with a brand new episode of the Die Hard Football Podcast. Have a great evening.